everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with some more MLB 2K12 and 30 wins with 30 teams. Now, I don't want it to sound like I don't care about the other teams, because trust me, I do. But I am very, very, very excited to be playing as the Kansas City Royals in this one. Now, I'm a little biased with the Royals here because I live in Lincoln, Nebraska. I have lived in Lincoln for most of my life. And when you take a look at all of the baseball teams that are in existence, the closest Major League Baseball team to me is in Kansas City. So growing up, my family used to take some trips down to Kansas City. We would watch the Royals. Some of my friends, we would also take trips down to Kansas City, and we would watch the Royals. So there's a whole bunch of memories that kind of come back to me. Going to Kauffman Stadium, watching Bo Jackson play. That was something that was always really, really cool. Bo Jackson was one of my favorite players growing up, mostly because of when he ran on the wall. But I also got to see Cal Ripken Jr. play, Ken Griffey Jr., just a whole bunch of awesome Hall of Famers play at Kansas City. So, like I said, a lot of memories. And I'm also excited to play as the Royals because this is serving as a reminder to me that I have to go ahead and buy my tickets for the end of May, beginning of June, to go watch the Royals and the A's play each other. So my wife and I are planning a trip down to Kansas City, and so she agreed. We're going to go ahead and watch the A's and the Royals play. So I'm excited. I'm going to be getting some good seats as well, because if I'm going to go watch the Royals, and for it being as long as it has since I've watched the Royals, you better believe I'm going to be getting some good seats and investing heavily in the experience. So, like I said, it just brings back a lot of memories. That's why I'm excited about the Royals to be playing in this one, because already, you guys know, I've shared some memories with you already. Anyway, so let's get to the game. Kane up at the plate, hitting that one into right field, pretty much going right down the line. So Kane gets a single. Now, you guys really have to watch that Herman Cain, Mike Tyson thing on YouTube to understand why I yell Kane every time somebody named Kane is in a video here, but anyway, I'll try and stop doing it here for this one. All right, so Kane's pretty quick. I like that, so I'm going to be stealing a base with Kane. Get down in the dirt, my friend. Ends up getting a second, no problem. Now, that's one of the things I like about the Royals is they've got a lot of speed on their team, so you'll probably be seeing a number of stolen bases, and the Royals kind of fit the kind of gameplay I like, small ball. Now, they can hit some, long bombs. I mean, Hosmer's got some power behind the bat, but I don't know, lots of small ball. With that error, I'm, of course, coming home. Butler, you should have kept going over to second. What was I thinking? That's okay. I come away with 1 run. I'm cool with that. All right, so you guys know whenever I do 30 wins with 30 teams, I kind of like to go over some history of the teams here. Now, Royals came into existence in 1969 after the Kansas City Athletics ended up moving to Oakland in 1967. Ewing Kauffman, who is a Kansas City businessman, was like, you know what, we need to bring a team back. So they got the Royals started. Now, there's a lot of theories how the Royals got their name. One is when the team was founded, you had the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, the chief is leader of the tribe, so that's kind of like an authority type of title right there. There's a basketball team there, also called the Kansas City Kings. So the Royals kind of fit that theme that they have going on with leaders and stuff like that. Also, one of the things here, too, is at a sign of recognition for the Kansas City Monarchs, which was a Negro League team. Even if you take a look at the logos, they're actually pretty similar with one another. But one that seems to kind of dominate all of them is there's the American Royal, which is like a livestock horse rodeo show, all that stuff. I'm from Nebraska. I should know this. But apparently it started in 1899. It's been going every year since. So I didn't know that. Anyway, Kane getting another hit into center field. So he's getting a couple singles here early on. That's kind of nice. Am I going to go ahead and try and steal second once again with Kane? Actually, I'm not going to. All right, so 4th inning here. Really not too much has happened. Of course, you can see Jonathan Sanchez on the mound for me. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. Giving up a hit here. Kane running this one down, making sure that it only stays a single. So Cleveland has had a hard time throughout this game getting some hits. So this is one of the few that they've had thus far. And it kind of works out for me, too, because I get to show this cool highlight of Escobar getting it to Getz, getting it over to Hosmer for the double play. I don't get too many double plays, it feels like. It seems like the computer gets far more double plays than I do. So the fact that I get one here, I'm kind of excited about, and it destroys any momentum the Indians were starting to kind of gather at this point. Heck yes, that's an amazing play. Thank you, big screen, for that. All right, Billy Butler up once again. Now, you've seen him a couple times here. Lame sauce. I hate it whenever it hits the pitcher. I love it, though, when the pitcher can't throw to first accurately, and he reaches on an error. Sweet. All right. So, with him on first, this one going down the left field line. Outfield was thinking I was going to hit it to the right side of the field. So now we're going to have runners on second and third. And this is something that's going to be kind of awesome here, because with one out, I could get a hit here pretty quick. And we're looking at 2 runs, making it a 3-0 game. So I'd like to see that. Francoeur getting this hit into center field. That is going to be just perfect for me, because that's going to give me just enough to get those 2 runs. And he gets a single. So 2 RBIs for Francoeur in that one. I'm liking it. 3-0 win probability, pretty high. Now, you guys know how this is going to end. But I tell you what, games like these, sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 attempts to try and get a win. So the fact that I'm 3-0 now, my first attempt, trust me, you guys, I am excited at this point here. I don't want to have to replay this one necessarily. All right, so here we go, 5th inning. Now, let's take a look here, see what happens on the 0-1 pitch. Not cool. Home run for the Indians. They get on the board here with that one from Santana. It was bound to happen eventually. I'm glad that they got the run, because I don't like really shutting out a team. You guys know that, because I don't want it to sound like I'm making any kind of statement if I shut out a team. So, mad props to the Indians on that one. Man, it's kind of crazy actually looking at Kauffman Stadium right now and seeing all the seats packed, because you never see that at Kauffman. In fact, that actually holds true in a lot of ballparks across the country. You know, it's really hard to sell out games during the regular season. Now, postseason games, that's, of course, a piece of cake. But, I don't know. I'd like one day to be able to see the Royals, of course, have a packed stadium. And actually, they will, because the All-Star game is taking place in Kansas City. I was thinking about buying tickets, but some of them I've been seeing just for general admissions, like $300. I don't know if that's going to hold true necessarily later on, but that's a lot of money for a ticket. Anyway, Alex Gordon, good hit into right center. That one's going to end up being a single. And true story, you guys know that I played against Jabba Chamberlain in high school. He graduated from Lincoln Northeast in 2003. Alex Gordon played at Lincoln Southeast, graduated in 2002. I graduated from Lincoln East in 2003. So I got to play against both of these guys. And that's something that's pretty awesome, too. So that's another thing, I guess, about the Royals that I kind of like is I played against Alex Gordon. So, pretty sweet. I've really dated myself in this movie now, or in this video now that I think about it. Told you guys what year I've graduated. That's the 3rd era for the Indians. Then I've watched Bo Jackson and Cal Ripken Jr. play. Man, that's crazy. I don't think I've given you guys that much information about me. Anyway, Sanchez, though he pitched a great game, I'm going to go ahead and bring him out. I'm going to bring Holland in right now, because when you take a look statistically, Holland's actually a better pitcher overall. So, why not? Plus, a lot of Royals fans are going to be watching this, so I want to show as many, players from the Royals as I possibly can. So, I also want to make sure the Indians don't score any more runs. All right, so 7th inning. Now, Holland, taking a look at what he has got on the left-hand side. I mean, he's got some good pitches to be able to choose from. His slider, I'm liking that it is as high as it is. Obviously, he's got a fastball in the high 90s. So this is the type of pitcher that I like to have. I mean, you can see that his two-seamer and his curveball aren't necessarily that great. But you could put those together every once in a while, for a strike 2 type of situation here where it's okay if you throw a ball. But I'm going to be going with that slider here pretty frequently here. So 0-2 pitch. Let's take a look and see what happens here. Foul ball, not cool. All right, how about now? Let's see if I can go with a slider once again. I'm going to be throwing this one low. Get it. Strikeout on that one. So not bad. Pitching's been going pretty well for me here in this game. Hosmer up at the plate, 7th inning, 2 outs. Getting that one into center field. A lot of small hits from the Royals in this one, but the fact that they're happening as often as they are is something I'm excited about. So, Royals doing a great job here all around. I'm, of course, going to try and see what I can do to expand the lead here a little bit more. That's kind of embarrassing, but I'm going to head over to second with that one, and I'm going to make it. So, even though it was an embarrassing swing, I advance, and that's really all that matters. So, kind of making up for it here. I get this hit into left field. I'm going to be coming home. They think I'm going to third, apparently. Psych! Man, I just dated myself right there, too. I said psych. I used to say that all the time when I was growing up. Man, I tell you what, really bringing back a lot of memories in this one. But now, I don't know. I probably should kind of calm down on the memories here. You guys probably don't care. You're like, Dunbar, shut up, get to the game. So, Indians are bringing in a relief pitcher now. Probably a smart call. All right, so let's kind of change pace here. We'll kind of talk some more about the history of the Royals and talk about, just some of the players that have played for the Royals over the years. Now, the biggest name when you think of Royals history, I feel, is George Brett. I mean, this guy, absolutely phenomenal. Played from 73 to 1993. 20 years with the Royals. How cool is that? I have a lot of respect for a player who spends their entire career with one team. Bo Jackson ended up playing for 3 years. Like I said, I got to watch him. Also, of course, George Brett play too because they were there at the same time. And then my favorite player of all time, Harmon Killebrew, ended up finishing his career in Kansas City. So I think that's kind of cool too when you kind of think about it, because Harmon Killebrew for me is this guy who's a legend. So there's a lot of history for a team, from 1969 getting set up. Look at some players that are among some of the greatest to ever play the game. Ended up going through Kansas City. All right, so going back to things here, hitting the left field. That's another single. I've had a ridiculous amount of singles in this game. That's okay. It's ended up causing me to have some runs and a lead, so I'm not going to complain. All right, so I'm going to be going for second again using the speed of the Royals. Gets, come on, buddy. He makes it there safely, so now he's on second with one out. We got the potential to make this a 5-1 game. That'd be kind of cool if I did that, expand the lead here, because lately I've been having like 2 or 3 runs, and that's it. So, another embarrassing swing and a miss, but I advance over to third, because obviously with the drop third strike, the catcher has to throw it to first to get the runner out. So while he's doing that, I'm going to advance somebody who's speedy. Now, Holland had a great performance. I really wanted to keep him in here for the 9th inning. I decided, no, let's not do that. Let's go ahead and bring in our closer. Just kind of finish this game out. Because it is a save situation. I mean, it is 4-1. So that 3-run difference there. Save opportunity here. And I kind of want to get the save in this one. Because I've been doing pretty good. I have not blown a save so far yet in MLB 2K12. So let's see if I can keep the streak going. All right, so I'm doing pretty well. Here we are. 2 outs. 4-1. I don't really need to build that much excitement for all of this. Because it's like I say in every video that I do with 30 wins with 30 teams. If you guys are really questioning how this is going to end, this is probably not the video to be watching. If you guys are expecting a comeback from the Indians here in this one. All right, so strike 2 on that fastball. That's kind of nice to have fastballs that kind of go that quick. Now, I know Holland had one too, but the last few games I've played, I haven't had anything like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and try the slider here. Gets the strikeout. Great way to end the game. Start the game off and end the game with a strikeout. Heck yes. You can see big hit difference. I had 11. Indians had 3. That's what really caused me to win this game. Like I said, I got to go buy my tickets to watch Kansas City play against the A's. This is awesome. I'm excited. I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Every view matters a lot to me, and every comment and subscriber does too. So if you haven't subscribed, feel free to go ahead and do so. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, so you can find me there as well. You guys are awesome. You really are. Do not ever forget that. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.